Magandang araw sa lahat ng mga taga-subaybay po ng weekly devotion. Ito po ay ministry, handog sa inyo ng Back to the Bible Philippines at ako po ang inyong Ate Merlyn Guillermo. For this week, I just want to share with you from the very familiar passage in John 5 verses 1 to 15. Ang pamagat po ng ating devotion is, Excuse me, I can't bake it. It's a funny title, diba? Reading from John 5, 1 to 15, The healing at the pool. Sometime later, Jesus went up to Jerusalem for one of the Jewish festivals. Now there is in Jerusalem near the ship gate a pool, which in Aramaic is called Bethesda, and which is surrounded by 5 covered colonnades. Here, a great number of disabled people used to lie: the blind, the lame, and the paralyzed. One who was there had been invalid for 38 years. When Jesus saw him lying there and learned that he had been in this condition for a long time, he asked him, "Do you want to get well?" "Sir," the invalid replied, "I have no one to help me into the pool when the water is stirred. While I'm trying to get in, someone else goes down ahead of me." Then Jesus said to him, "Get up, pick up your mat, and walk." At once the man was cured. He picked up his mat and walked. The day on which he took place was a Sabbath, and so the Jewish leaders said to the man who had been healed, "It is the Sabbath. The law forbids you to carry your mat." But he replied, "The man who made me well said to me, 'Pick up your mat and walk.'" So they asked him, "Who is this fellow who told you to pick up and walk?" The man who was healed had no idea who it was, for Jesus had slipped away into the crowd, and that was there. Verse 14, Later Jesus found him at the temple and said to him, "See, you are well again. Stop sinning or something worse may happen to you." The man went away and told the Jewish leaders that it was Jesus who had made him well. Meron po tayong lessons na makukuha dito sa ating binasa sa John 5 verses 1 to 15. Una po, change will happen if you decide to be changed. Sa verse 6, sabi ni Jesus Christ, when Jesus saw him lying there and knew that he had already been there in that condition for the longest time, ang tanong ng Panginoon sa kanya, "Do you want to get well? Gusto mo bang gumaling?" Alam niyo po ba, hindi niya sinagot yung tanong ni Jesus Christ. Imagine, 38 years siyang nanglilimos dun sa Bethesda pool, di ba? Kung sakali ka naman, napag-isip-isip niya siguro kung sakaling gumaling siya o kaya hindi siya invalid, wala po siyang kita, di ba? Mapipilitan siya magtrabaho. So, if you want to be changed, you must decide to stop making excuses, mga kapatid. Yan po ang pangalawang lesson. Sa verse 7, the sick man answered him, "Sir, I have no one to put me into the pool when the water is stirred up. But while I'm coming, another steps down before me." Di ba excuse niya yun? O kaya, hindi niya sinagot ang tanong ni Jesus, "Gusto mo bang gumaling?" Kundi ang sagot niya, "Alam mo ba, kapag ako ay pupunta dyan, marami ng taong nandoon sa pool. Wala na akong chance na pumunta." Notice that he really avoids the question. He doesn't answer it. He doesn't say whether or not he wants to be well. He just complained, right? Ito po ang karamihan sa atin. Most of the time are guilty of this. We just complained. We don't answer kung ano po ang tanong ng Panginoon sa atin. Gusto mo bang i-bless ka? Gusto mo bang gumaling? Mga kapatid, naalala ko po si Jacob nung siya nakipag-wrestle sa ating Panginoon. Tinanong siya ng angel na nag-wrestle sa kanya, "What is your name?" "Jacob." So sabi ng angel, "Your name will no longer be Jacob, but Israel." So, dahil si Jacob po ay talagang nakipag-wrestle siya sa Panginoon, binless siya ng Lord. Pero dito sa invalid person, parang ayaw niya, kampante na siya doon sa kanyang kalagayan na nanglilimos siya araw-araw, parang wala nang pag-asa sa buhay niya. Maraming tao ang mareklamo. Lahat ng nangyayari sa kanila ay dahil sa ginawa ng ibang tao sa kanila, di ba? Like complaining against the government, complaining against another person, complaining against our parents, our friends, our church, or kung sino-sino pang ating sinisisi dahil sa ating sitwasyon. Ayaw ng Panginoon yun. Gusto ng Panginoon. Ang tanong niya sa atin, do you want to get well? Sana sagutin natin, Panginoon, gusto ko pong umalis dito sa sitwasyong ito, mga kapatid. So, another lesson, we must decide whether we are ready to take action. Verses 8 and 9, ito po maintindihan natin yung tao, di ba? Gumaling siya. Hindi naman siya gumaling dahil sa tubig, di ba? Ang sabi lang ng Panginoon sa kanya, get up, pick up your mat, and walk. When Jesus says to take up his mat, he's telling him and all of those who truly want to change, he's telling us something is very important. If you truly want to be changed, then don't make any provision to go back. May kasabihan, di ba? Burn your bridges. Ibig sabihin, huwag ka nang bumalik doon. Wala na yung tulay doon. Hindi ka na makatawid ulit. Cut off any possibility of going back. Later, Jesus found this man in the temple and said to him in verse 14, see, you have been made well. Sin no more, lest a cursed thing come upon you. So if you want to get well, mga kapatid, if you want things to get better in your life, then you may have to make effort. Ano yung effort na gusto ng Diyos gawin natin? Ang effort natin is to really change. There's the decision to change. Diba, mga kapatid? So we have to go to another place. Do not stay in the place where there's a bad influence for you. Go to the place where you can meet Jesus. So Jesus motivated the lame man to stretch himself. In verse 8, Jesus often told people that in order to be healed, they must do something. Meron po sa yung withered hand, di ba, sa kwento sa New Testament, sinabi ng Panginoon sa kanya, stretch out your hand. Agad-agad, he stretched your hand. Right away, he was healed. Kung hindi niya sinunod ang Panginoon, hindi siya gumaling. Yung bulag, di ba, sabi ng Panginoon sa kanya, Jesus put the dirt on his eyes of this blind man. Sabi ng Panginoon, go wash in the pool of Siloam. And he suddenly went to the pool of Siloam and he got healed. Nakakita siya kaagad. And in this man, dito sa ating binasa sa John 5, Jesus said to this man, pick up your mat and walk. Agad-agad, pinulot niya yung kanyang mat at sakay lumakad. Hindi na siya, bakit? Ano po? Hindi na siya nagtanong eh. So ito din po ang sinasabi ng Panginoon sa atin. We have to stretch ourselves. We have to do something. And then lastly, we have to give credit where credit belongs. Of course, to Jesus, diba? Jesus came back to reveal himself to this man. Jesus wanted him to have more than just a healthy body. He was also concerned about his spiritual health. Jesus later found him in the temple and said, see, you are well again. Stop sinning or something else may happen to you. Gusto ng Panginoon, huwag na siyang magkasakit. Huwag siyang magkasala ulit. Otherwise, di ba, pag nagkasala siya ulit, baka naman babalik yung kanyang weakness, babalik na naman yung dati niyang pag-uugali. So mga kapatid, tanong ko sa iyo, have you been crippled from the past? If so, do you want to hold on to it? It's your choice, being a victor or a victim. If you have secret sin in your life, do you want to get freed from it? If you have an addiction, do you want to overcome it? If you need healing in any area of your life, do you want to get well? You just have to say, yes, Lord, I am ready to put these things behind me. Can you imagine what a different life you will have if you will follow Him? Take up your mat and walk. Hope to see you again dito po sa ating weekly devotion. Ito po ang inyong Ate Merlyn Guillermo. So again, before you change, you must decide that you want to be changed. There's a reason Jesus asked the question of the layman, do you want to be well? All of us must also answer that crucial question. So, next week, dito po muli sa ating weekly devotion. May God enrich you with His Word. Go back to the Bible and have a happy weekdays ahead. God bless.
Good day. Be a channel of blessing and be part of a worldwide call of bringing people back to the Bible. For donation, account name, the presiding elder of the Philippine Bible Broadcasters Apostolate Incorporated. BDO Savings, account number 408-009-227. BPI Current, account number 4431-000-577. PNB Current, account number 1059-7000-1209.